Hey guys, welcome back to another forum feedback session. This is Marc Brunet with QBrush.com. We're going to be critiquing the Bronze League winner for the October competition today. So before I go into that, I want to take a short break to say a huge thank you to you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, but I just crossed 100,000 subscribers and I don't even know what's going on. So it's probably a typo, probably a mistake from YouTube, but in the case that it's real, I just want to say a massive thank you. I had no idea when I started this that it would ever get to that point. It's just exceptionally incredible to be able to sort of affect as many people and to be yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't even know. The comments I get from you guys, the feedback I get from the channel, it's been absolutely insane, and I don't know. It's just like this massive kick in the butt of motivation. Seeing this, I'm so thankful. But yeah, thank you. I don't know. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but yeah, you guys are awesome. I'm gonna keep doing some more, many more. So stick with me. All right. So back to the video. I am going to be doing a lot of things to this image. I didn't have anything in particular that I wanted to fix. There was just, this is gonna sound bad, but stick with me. There was so many things going on that there was no other choice than to have a lot of problems with it. Okay, that didn't sound good at all. Let me rephrase that. I've been following this particular artist for quite some time now. I've been mentoring this guy actually for a while, and this is by far his best painting. All right, that's a better start, right? So he's come a really long way, and to see him doing something like this, something of this sort of grandeur, it's absolutely insane to me. I don't know. I didn't expect anything close to that level of complexity, at least not for many months to come. So massive congrats. You did awesome. Now, the problem with this is that there's so much going on. There's so many things in there. It's so complex, this scene, and it's trying to be really epic, and it's going for like very complex stuff and very like high level things, like hard perspective, a lot of things, a lot of elements in the scene, different planes within the scene. So you're working with depth, you're working with perspective, you're working with colors, crazy values because of the sort of awkward light setup coming from the top back. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and what happens is that with the amount of things that you're going for, there's a lot of possibility that you can fail at those things, or at least have mistakes. So if there was only one character, then you can only make so many mistakes with one character. But if there's so much stuff going on, there's a high chance that a lot of things can also go bad. And so I'm not saying everything is bad. It's not at all what I'm saying, but there's many things, many tiny things that are bad, or not bad, but that could be improved, right? So it makes it a little bit harder to give feedback to this, because I can't just change one thing. It's just not going to be enough. So I have to sort of go over everything. But again, I can't just repaint the whole thing. So what I'm going to be trying to do here is work on 3 different aspects. I'm going to be working on adding some depth to the picture, to the painting. I'm going to be working on the lighting a little bit more. So that's what I've been doing up until now, sort of trying to fix the different fix the lighting, basically. Add a little bit of rim light to the trees, sort of tweak the lighting on the characters to make it so that it feels more like the light's coming from the back rather than sort of the top, kind of. So you can see, the moon is in the background, so it's the characters are going to be sort of lit against it, and they weren't before, or they weren't quite enough. So that's what I'm fixing. And the third thing is going to be focusing the composition a little bit better. So what was going on with this picture is that there's a lot of stuff fighting for attention, and that's not good, because it distract from it distract from the main subject, that is this sort of crazy undead zombie lord rider on the dead horse, and that's what you want to be looking at most of the time while you're looking at this picture. And before there was just so much going on. So you know, I'm sort of, so far what I've done is I've darkened sort of the sides of the canvas so that you know, the characters on the edges of the canvas don't attract attention too much. So for now it's very simple, they're just darker. I've removed sort of the blue glow coming from all the people that are hung on the trees, because those were just too bright, and it was just there was just too much contrast there going on with the really dark background and the very bright sort of glow. And the glow was sort of the same level at any point in the scene, which doesn't quite make sense. So everything that's, you know, further back should be a little bit dimmer. So for now I just removed it. I'm bringing it back here very subtly, so you know, it's not going to be as probably not going to be as the original painter wanted it to be, but just to give you an idea of, you know, the kind of, I guess, emphasis that I would put on those things if it were me. So much less basically. And so far what I've pretty much done is tweak the composition. I've cropped at the very beginning, so you probably won't notice, but I've cropped the bottom left corner a little bit because the character was off center, and there was nothing much going on in that bottom left corner. So I've just cropped it a little bit by, I don't know, like maybe a centimeter, and then I've darkened the edges, like I said. I've tweaked the lighting so the lighting feels like it's coming from the back a little bit more, and that meant sort of darkening some of the areas and the characters, and sort of brightening their edge, their rims, I guess, adding sort of a rim light on the characters to make them pop against the background. And the last couple things I'm going to be doing is sort of fixing those trees, because the trees, I don't know, they just looked unfinished. It didn't look like, it looked like a second thought, and it attracts attention because they're so bad. They're not, I'm sorry I say that, but yeah, I don't know, they're just too simple. Like you can kind of tell that they were done towards the end, or they were done in a rush. But just adding some branches to make them look more like trees and less like just sort of weird branches sticking out of the ground, it just makes it feel a little bit better, and it doesn't attract attention too much. And now what I'm going to be doing, the final pass on this, is to add some depth to the image. So by adding a little bit of fog in the background, so to separate sort of the foreground characters from the background, because before everything was kind of black, so everything blended in the same plane. But there's a lot of stuff going on. This is like a pretty grand scene, right? You have this main character with a bunch of dudes around her. Then you have in the back like this army of other undead or zombies, and it wasn't really obvious at first. So I'm just gonna try to emphasize that a little bit more, and sort of tweaking the colors to make it work a little bit more. So, you know, color is always, you have the sort of more the saturated color in the background, and more contrast in the foreground. That's always what I kind of try to go for. So that's what I'm doing here, and all that does again is to sort of emphasize the main character, the focal point of this painting, which is the character. So as you can see here, this is the difference. I could have spent a lot more time on this, obviously, but I mean, I didn't want to redo the whole thing. So I think the little touches that we did, or you know, sort of improve the overall read of the scene. I'm sorry if it changes the you know, the feel that you were going for, that the painter was going for, but yeah, I guess this would be the feedback. So, you know, don't take it as this is the only way to improve this painting. It's clearly not. This is just you know, some of the changes that I personally would have liked to see in a scene like this. You know, just to help the read without having to, you know, redo the anatomy of some of the characters and fix kind of like the perspective that was a little bit strange. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is going to be the end of this video. I hope this was helpful. I really didn't mean to come across as as mean saying this. I actually quite liked the image. It was actually really cool, and especially for the reason I said that I've been mentoring this person for a long time. It feels really cool to see where he's at right now. So keep it up. Definitely like insane improvements over the past week. So that's gonna be it for today. Like I said, I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye bye.